Hello everyone, my name's Cade, and welcome back to more, if it'll show on the screen. Come on. There we go. Chaos Child. Last time, we witnessed Ito get the ultimate crash out over a sandwich. Anyways, besides that, we are in the Uki chapter, and we're going down one of the paths right now, but I already have a bad feeling I know what's going on in this chapter. By the way, this might be not only a shorter recording, but also one that gets interrupted from pauses every now and then. The reason I say this is because currently my family, we're taking care of I'm helping family helping take care of a baby, and it's just me and my mom right now taking care of the baby. And she's watching over him, but in case anything, she ever texts me if she needs anything, I'm going to have to pause recording, which might mess up some things. So apologies if that happens, but I just want to make sure I help family. Anyways, Uki gasped in amazement upon seeing the scramble crossing. After spending so much time in that basement, Shibuya on a busy Sunday must have been quite a shock to her. Her eyes were quickly moving from one thing to another, as if everything was new and exciting.
Uki-chan, don't get lost, okay? Okay.
Small.
You too, Takuru-chan.
I'm willing to go home right now if I have to, you know. Oh, hey.
No, Taku, you're staying with all of us today.
How'd you get here? You don't get to talk, Noe, and what are you even doing here anyway?
What? That's so mean. Am I not allowed to be here? That was really hurtful. Terribly hurtful. You should apologize to Sari.
What are you doing here, too? I don't mean to interrupt your lecture, but nobody asked you to come either.
What?
Imura pouted. I didn't know how they'd found out about it, but when we got to the intersection in front of the Shibuya station, these two were waiting for us. They wanted to come shopping too, evidently. I still don't trust any of this. Again, this is all just fake. This is all just what Takuru wants to see, but in reality, he's dead. He got killed by Uki's sword cutting right through him. Because he wanted to protect Ito, because he still believed in Ito being good. Apparently, Serika and Arimura had really become good friends. This is just all the perfect reality that Takuru wishes he could be living through. Or rather, maybe it's what Uki probably thinks Takuru wants to live through. I guess teenage girls are good at that.
Oh, why not? The more the merrier.
Kurusu laughed, but I had a terrible feeling. Listen up, Onoe, Harimura. I'm here to carry Uki's sayings, not yours. No matter what stupid things you buy, I'm not holding them.
I'm not buying anything stupid. I think I just realized why Miyashiro-senpai is a virgin.
Damn. Arimura, go home, now.
Virgin?
No. Don't worry about that, Uki.
Come on, don't teach Uki-chan weird words. Let's not waste any more time.
Kurusu grabbed Uki's hand in a very natural way and started to walk ahead.
Oh,
I'm still waiting for, like, whenever this delusion is gonna start breaking apart at some point. And we're gonna start seeing the true reality of everything being depressing and, oh yeah, Takuru's dead. I'm waiting for that moment to appear. Because it's just around the corner. I know this game by this point, in terms of how much it wants to make me depressed. Down in that basement, she'd probably offered her hand to a lot of people, but no one had offered a hand to her. Uki was staring at Kurusu's hand in shock. Instead of shaking it off, she matched Kurusu's pace and followed along. I quickly followed after her. Behind me were Serika and Arimura happily chatting with each other. I'm honestly kind of half surprised that Ito's not here. 2 hours later.
hey senpai, what do you think about this outfit? Hmm? Oh, it's wonderful. Such a pretty color. I want that. What do you think, Uki-chan? It's good, I think. I see. Uki doesn't like this stuff, guys. That's not true. You can't lie to me, okay? Oh.
The four of them were talking in front of the store. I sat down on a nearby bench, feeling a little exhausted. This was the 7th place we'd been to. And we still hadn't bought anything. We'd gone from one shop to another down a street filled with huge crowds. My head was starting to spin.
Hey, Taku, what skirt do you like better, this one or this one?
Oh, the one on the right.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'd look good in it, all the lace.
Wait, you're picking out clothes for yourself. Go find clothes for Uki.
You don't have to get so mad.
I kind of forgotten the voice I get no for some reason.
I'm sorry, Takuru-san.
Uki came out of the store just in time to see me get mad.
Let's go home. I don't need fancy clothes after all.
Huh? I quickly stood up. No, that's not what I meant.
But
We're here to buy stuff for you today. The conversation cut off. She shrank back and looked at the ground. She was staring at her feet, a look of despair in her eyes. I realized my mistake and scratched my head. Well...
yes?
I'm probably not one to talk, but...
Yes?
I think you're taking things a little too seriously. Like Kurusu said, you're part of the family now. Feel free to be at least 1/10 as selfish as Onoe is.
Are you talking about me? I can hear you.
I ignored Serika and looked back at Uki. Uki just raised her head, so our eyes met for a moment. We quickly looked away from each other. So don't worry about me. She seemed to think for a minute. But after a while, her pale crimson lips began to softly move.
Alright. Thank you. I'm sorry. Come on, you two. Let's go to the next place.
Kurusu came over and grinned at me. What?
I won't tell you to be nice to me once in a while too, you know?
But what are you talking about?
Hey, how about parkour next, guys? There's other things I want to get besides clothes.
Kurusu chuckled and took Uki's hand and walked off in the direction of Parku.
Oh, it's so cute. Yeah, this is great. This is exactly what we're looking for, right?
We wandered around Parku for a while. Parku was a shop that sold natural fashion style clothes. After having Uki try on several different outfits, they finally found one they liked. No. Even I almost gasped when I saw her appear from inside the changing room. Uki fidgeted awkwardly as everyone complimented her. I wasn't used to getting compliments either, so I know how she felt. Even I had to add a compliment of my own at the sight of her. Yeah, you look like a totally different person. The outfit just looked that good on her.
Thank you. I'll take this one then. Why not have them take the tag off and wear it now? Oh, okay. Takeru, we haven't put Uki-chan's uniform in the bag. Carry it, okay?
Fine. I hung the shopping bag off my shoulder. Uki quickly tried to grab it off.
No, I can't have you do that. I'll carry it. Let him. That's why he's here today.
You heard the lady. It's better to just do what the Empress tells you. You remember what I just said? Don't worry about stuff too much.
Look, Uki-chan. We have these cute accessories over here. Wanna check them out?
See? She's calling you. Go talk to her. I gave Uki a little push on the back.
Okay, just for a little. Thank you.
Uki went over to the rest of the girls, but not before turning back to look at me several times. They all lined up and started to examine the jewelry. I couldn't help but smile a little as I watched them.
Thanks, Tucker. This is a big help.
Oh, well, you helped me out a lot too, you know? During my physical therapy and when I formed the newspaper club.
Oh, are you feeling like you owe me?
Of course I do.
Then you better start paying me back.
Paying you back how? Cruz's mischievous smile seemed a little scary.
Come on, Uki, you can get some cute undies too. I'm playing with no one. It's no fun.
Oh gosh.
Stop it. Okay, come on, Tucker.
Wait, I can't go in an underwear store. Try to resist Caruso. No! No!
A lot of boys go pick out some with their girlfriend.
This is not that situation!
You do? Tucker, I hope you get a letter like that soon, you know?
Bruh. Armored Circus stopped to look at me and said, nope, not happening for a while. You got that right.
Damn.
Listen, you guys. The two of them started to cackle, but it was the truth, so I couldn't say anything back.
Damn.
Uki, however, just stared, blinking and bewildered.
Lover.
I heard her whisper the words mysteriously.
So, you think this is enough?
Yeah. Cruiser had ended up buying all kinds of things for Uki, from clothes to toiletries to even decorations for her room. So my arms were full of bags and my joints were starting to ache. Caruso, Serica, and Norimura all had their hands full too, but as befitted an empress, Caruso didn't seem to be bothered at all. And half the bags that Serica and Norimura were carrying were things they'd bought for themselves, so instead of complaining, they were chattering happily. Since no one else was complaining, that meant I couldn't either. I'd look like a loser if I did.
Hey, Uki-chan, is there anything else you want? No, I'm fine. Really? Let's go home then.
I'm still waiting for the illusion to break. We all began to head to Alba Dorm as twilight approached. Uki was walking a half step behind as everyone else walked in front.
Now it'll look much more like a girl's room.
I hope so. Caruso laughed a little. I looked at her, confused.
I remember when you woke up from your coma.
Huh?
It would have been 5 years ago now, huh? We went to buy things for you just like this back then, too.
Did we?
Yep, Nanchan and I went shopping for you. You should be grateful.
I have no idea. I remember being surprised at how much stuff was ready for me. I see. Thanks, you two.
Hey, do you remember Serga? The first and last time we got into a fight? Oh yeah! We got in a big argument in the middle of the store about whether to buy you boxers or briefs.
Why are you arguing about something like that? I glare at them and my face turned red.
By the way, Nanchan said boxers, I said black briefs.
Why? Why black?
And yeah, we played rock, paper, scissors, and I lost. It was so disappointing.
What's disappointing is your taste in underwear.
Huh? You're definitely a boxer style guy. Don't you think so, Hina-chan? No, and honestly, no matter what Mia shares and by words, I can't see him ever getting to show them to a girl, so how much does it matter? Oh, that's true.
You two are fuckers. I hated to admit it, but it was the truth, so I couldn't say it. As my shoulders shook with the rage, and it was definitely rage, not exhaustion from the heavy bags, I saw Caruso suddenly turn around.
Huh? Where's Uki-chan?
I've been so focused on the conversation that I hadn't noticed. But when I turned around, she was gone. I looked around to see where she'd gone. Oh. I found her. I could see the top of her tiny head on the other side of the crowd. She stopped in front of a store and was looking through the window pane.
Uki.
Uki. I went back to see what it was she was looking at. It was a fairly large florist shop. Uki was staring in amazement at all the plants lined up in the window. We've been to a lot of different places today, but this is the first one I'd seen her so interested in. Some of the plants were as tall as I was, with leaves growing out of a strong, thick trunk, and some of them were tiny, pretty flowers whose vases would fit in your hand. I felt like you could stare at all the different kinds for hours. I could hear her tiny voice saying wow as she looked at them. Do you like this stuff?
Huh?
She must not have realized I was there because she looked up at me in shock. And then she realized that she'd been pressing her face up to a store window and blushed.
I'm sorry. I mean... There's nothing to apologize for. It's fun to look at these, isn't it? I like bamboo poems. I'm a fan of cheer plants myself.
The girls were smiling as they looked at the plants in the windowsill, too.
Oh, I know. Why don't we put something in Uki-chan's room? Huh? We can't take anything too big with us as home, and we wouldn't be able to care for it anyway, but maybe we can get something small? I couldn't. I've never taken care of a plant.
You haven't? I was kind of surprised. She'd been so dedicated to taking care of the patients at that hospital that I was sure she'd have taken good care of the plants there, too.
There was no sunlight in the basement where I lived. They all wilted.
Oh, right. Of course. Uki had lived in a dark basement with no sunlight at all. She'd lived there for years, and then finally she'd been abandoned. I suddenly remembered the despair in her eyes when she'd seen the empty basement. She must have remembered it too, because she suddenly cast her gaze downward. Kurusu forced herself to speak in a chipper voice.
Don't worry about that. Your room gets a lot of sunlight. It was honestly a waste to use it as a closet.
You'll find one you like, Uki. I've still got room to carry a small vase.
If you don't think you can raise it on your own, why don't we do it together? Together? That's right. We're family now, right?
No. So hurry up before I change my mind.
Okay.
Uki went inside the flower shop, still hesitant but smiling. As soon as we got back to Alba Dorm, the girls all went to decorate Uki's room. I, of course, stayed behind. After about an hour and a half of waiting...
Big bro, it's all set. You can come in now.
Yui finally came to tell me it was alright, so I went to see Uki's room. Let's take a look. Alright, let's see what they did to her.
You're gonna be surprised, Haku. Sure will.
Is it really that?
No.
Wow. It really was that surprising. I was amazed at what I saw. I couldn't believe this was the same empty room I'd seen just a short while before. There were pretty curtains on the windowsill, a fluffy girly comforter sat on the bed. A soft carpet had been laid on the cold floor, and the small shelving unit even had some stuffed animals, probably courtesy of Kurusu or Serika. Beautiful photos in attractive frames now hung in the empty white walls, which had looked like something from a hospital room. The light bulbs had even been replaced with ones that cast a warmer shade of light. The desk, chair, and shelves, which had only been used for work, had now been done up into something much more appropriate for a little girl's room. On the shelves was the plant Uki had picked out, a Schefflera. Its leaves were bright and green. A Schefflera? Also known as a dwarf umbrella tree, is an evergreen decorative plant with many palm-shaped leaves at the end of its branches. Scheffleras are hardy and able to avoid leaf scald even in direct sunlight, and are resistant to cold to boot, which makes them a relatively easy plant to raise. You know what? I want to see what this thing looks like. Schefflera. Oh, huh. Neat. I don't really know how to describe a plant, so, This is incredible.
I know, right?
As I looked around the room in amazement, I saw a tiny girl looking sad in a corner of the room. It was Uki, the room's owner. Huh? What's wrong, Uki?
When you have a wonderful room like this, I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
I couldn't help but laugh as I saw her clasp her hands in front of her chest and fidget. It's your own room, so do whatever you want. Sit on the bed or something. Pat the cute comforter on the bed.
You're inviting her to bed? Senpai, you're such a perv.
You are an asshole.
I am not. Is that all you ever talk about? Aw, don't get mad, Senpai. It's only a joke.
Coming from you, it doesn't sound like a joke. I glared at her, but she just stuck her tongue out and laughed. You are an asshole. Serika, Kurusu, and Yui all started laughing too. I still don't trust all this happiness. It's not real. None of it is. Uki, however, just looked around at everyone as if she didn't know what we were talking about. I don't trust any of this. None of this is real. None of it. Me, Serika, Kurusu, Ito, Arimura, Kazuki, and now Uki, the newest member of the Hekiho newspaper club, were here together. We all looked a little tired. Our meeting to decide what we'd put in the next issue hadn't been going well at all. Okay, I think it's time to call it a day. I'm the club president and I'm making my decision. Just decide on doing the behind-the-scenes report on the festival. It's easy. No, that's too obvious. Give it up, man. You're not still thinking about doing Return of the New Gen Madness anymore, are you? No one cares now. Kurusu's face contorted with sadness for an instant when she heard the name Return of the New Gen Madness. She was probably thinking about Minamisawa Senri, the killer who'd committed suicide. No, it doesn't have to be the New Gen stuff. It can be something else, like... Since Kurusu was here, I didn't want to go into any further. But it still seems strange to me. No one cared about the Return of the New Gen Madness anymore. That case had altered every aspect of our lives. It attracted the attention of the entire nation. And now everyone had just forgotten about it?
Personally, I think it's pretty much dead. Deader than dead.
When I saw how casual Arimura was acting, I only became more suspicious. It didn't make sense. What was the reason for this difference between me and everyone else?
How about we make this fair, everyone? We can put it's a majority vote.
It's Uki. It's of course because of Uki. This is all just an illusion created by Uki. Probably the most powerful form her power's ever taken is creating basically a new reality for Takeru to live in, despite the fact that he's almost guaranteed dead in reality. And yet, despite being dead, or almost guaranteed being dead, he can still live in this other reality. But he's starting to realize that it doesn't make sense, this other reality. It's not real. It's not his. It's fake. This is how everything should go. This is how everything should be. The happiness of it all. But it's not real. Kurusu seemed eager to smooth things over. Any time that he tries to go back to the New Gen Madness, the illusion just tries to pull him deeper and deeper into a soft, kind embrace. To just hide him away from all the ugliness of the truth. I guess that's okay. What about you, Miyashiro? Fine by me, if it's what you want. Guess I'll have to give up on the persuading Ito and Arimura. That's a shame. Those two are always pretty easily influenced by trends. I'm sure the others will understand.
That settles it then. As vice president, I'll count the votes. First, everyone in favor of doing the Restoration Festival, raise your hand.
I heard everyone gulp a little, and then the veil of silence dropped. Ito and Arimura raised their hands immediately. A moment later, Kazuki slowly raised her own.
Alright, so 3 votes. Next question, who wants to go a little deeper into the Return of the New Gen Madness case? Please raise your hands.
I raised my own hand immediately. What about Serika and Kurusu? If they don't go for Ito and Arimura's proposal, then that means Serika and Kurusu would agree with me.
Oi.
Wait. But only Serika raised her hand. Kurusu didn't. Wait a sec, Kurusu, why aren't you voting? If you're not voting for Ito, that means you should be on my side, right? I don't know why, but I'm not feeling really excited about either of your ideas. Can I just abstain this time? Abstain? You can't do that. I can't. Then I guess I'll pick the festival. So Kurusu abstaining, huh? Fine by me. Wait, she was about to vote for doing the festival. No, we should respect her wishes and allow her to abstain. Wow. I deliberately ignored Arimura's cold glance. However, if Kurusu and Kazuki had voted with me, I could have made it a tie. At this rate, things weren't looking good. Alright, looks like we have our result then. Oh. Everyone in the room looked toward a single spot. Next to me, fidgeting awkwardly but still raising her hand, was... Uki. Let me double check. Uki-chan, you're raising your hand because...
Yes, I agree with Takeru-san.
My gaze met with Uki's. Her little eyes seemed to be sending me a message that only I could see.
Wow, I saw it. The two of them were staring into each other's eyes.
Mishiro, when did you seduce Uki-chan? Motherfucker. I swear. He's lying. No. The whole room started to buzz like someone had poked a beehive. I'm gonna assassinate all of you.
Jeez, you should see the look on your face.
Kurusu laughed and gently put her hand on my shoulder. Why do I get the feeling I'm about to be assassinated?
Kids can tell whether someone's good or bad. You can be proud that Uki-chan's giving you her okay.
What in God's name are you talking about? Uki was glancing up at me from time to time, her cheeks still blushing pale red. Does that mean she'd taken a line? What? Of course that wasn't a bad thing, but none of this at all seemed quite real. Especially the way everyone was willing to just give up on the return of the new generation madness case. You! Get out! I'm sorry. I see him, I get angry, and then I remember how he died back in Kazuki's room, and I started laughing. Hey, everyone! Glad you're all here! Mr. Wakui smiled as he opened the door and came inside. I can't help but remember how he died. He just gets
Vaporized.
by a giant memorial spear going at the speed of light.
Huh? You don't come here often, sir.
Oh, actually, I have some good news for you all, and I want to tell you as soon as possible.
Good news.
Well, more specifically, good news for Miyashiro-kun. For me, my heart started pounding a little faster when he said my name. You know, you had that discussion you guys were going to do at the culture festival, right? He's probably trying to be as vague as possible because of what had happened with Watabe. When he saw the tension on everyone's face, he quickly continued. The director of that Nico Neo video program contacted us.
A director from Nico Nia?
That's right. Actually, they want you to take Watabe-san's place on the news program that he did. Huh? Me? On a Nico Nia news show? Well, even after what happened, Watabe-san was a very talented reporter, and he seemed to have taken a liking to you, so the director seems to have taken an interest himself. So he wants you on as a commentator, speaking from the perspective of a high school reporter. Watabe-san's news program. That's Nico Nia News, right? The most popular source of information around. And they want me as a commentator? Is this really happening? How about Mishiro-kun? They seem pretty insistent. After the initial shock fade, I felt a weird kind of happiness. I felt like I was walking on top of a cloud. But, can I really do such an important job? If I trip over my tongue or panic, I'll look stupid in front of the viewers. Everybody will be laughing at me.
That's great, Taku. This is your big chance.
My big chance. Come on, what's wrong, Michiro? Nickelodeon News is a huge program. Why hesitation?
That's right. This is your big chance. Everybody else in the world wants it, but you're the only one who gets this super ultra deluxe chance.
Now you show all those wrong stars the true power of a right center. Man, I'm so happy for you. Well... Still, I wasn't sure what to do. Of course, the offer was an enticing one. However, if it had been an opportunity for everyone in the Hekio newspaper club, I would have accepted it without a second thought. We all did the investigations together, so it wouldn't be right for me to take all the credit. And what's more...
Come on, Takeru. If you're not certain, at least try it and see how you feel. Make it happen. It'll be fine. You can do it, Taku.
No, it's not that easy. Sarika said I could do it, but I wasn't really sure I could. I was a shy person to begin with, so I didn't know how I would be able to talk on camera.
It's not that big a deal. Just say what's on your mind, like you always do around us.
Like I always do. The camera's not person. Doesn't it make you feel better if you think it that way? Excuse me. Ay.
It'll be fine. If this is what you wish for, I'm sure it'll go well.
Even after all that, I still wasn't sure what I should do until I felt a small tug at my shirt.
I think that you can do it too.
For some reason, when I saw how serious she was, even if she was still a little trepidatious about speaking, I felt a lot better. What do you say, Mishiro-kun? I'll try it then.
Yeah. Now the whole school will hear about our club, and we'll be sure to get a ton of new members.
Sarika and Armor gave each other a high five, big grins on their faces. Okay, I'll tell them. Oh, I almost forgot. Mr. Rockweed clapped his hands together. It seemed that he just remembered something. They want you to do your first broadcast live from the Shibuya Restoration Festival. That'll be okay, right? What? A live broadcast from the Shibuya Restoration Festival? That means... Since you're a student, it'll be hard for them to give you any money, so instead they're offering you platinum tickets for the main event. The main event for the Shibuya Restoration Festival is going to be held at the Hikaru Theater Club. Major celebrities were going to be there, and the tickets had sold out seconds after going on sale. Supposedly it cost a fortune to get one from a scalper on the internet now.
Oh man, I'm so jealous. You're like a super VIP now. Taku.
Damn it. If I knew that before, I would have volunteered instead. As I heard them all complain, my uneasiness disappeared, and instead I felt joy at being chosen. Mishiro-kun, that's okay, right? Oh, yes. Alright, I'll tell him. He smiled one last time and left the room.
That's so great, Takeru.
I'm so jealous. Well, it's only natural that they choose me.
How that statement's a lie. Taku, you're such a liar.
Then my eyes met with Ugi's again. She got quiet while everyone else had been excited.
Well, I'm happy for you, Taku-san.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Her smile was a flower that wasn't quite in full bloom, and somehow, seeing it made me feel really strange. I don't trust this. None of this is real. We stayed there and talked about Nickelodeon News until the sun set and the chime rang to tell us that it was time to go home. I still do not trust it. After the big news, we hadn't gone anywhere with our next project, but that was fine. I'm not forgetting, game. Don't try it. Do not try and make me forget that Takeru got his guts spilled by Uki's sword on accident because he was trying to protect Ito, and then Uki just accidentally had to... Well, she was carrying a big-ass sword. Of course she's gonna falter with it and not be able to stop herself from cutting. Whatever, point is, don't try and make me forget that Takeru was stabbed by Uki's sword. Don't you dare try and gloss over that fact. I haven't forgotten. We each grabbed our bags and headed for the shoe lockers. I'm waiting for the delusion to start cracking at the seams. Hey, if you're making a new thing as well, we'll get some new members, right?
I'm needing a bigger budget. That'll be great. That'll make me really happy. The cult's gonna be a very different place once you guys graduate.
We still didn't know what was going to happen, but they were already getting excited. I ignored them and went to take my shoes out of their box. What is this? It's on my shoes. I could feel something thin, like paper. I took it out, wondering what it could be. Is this? It's definitely one of those things you put letters in. What was it called again? Ah, right, an envelope. What's more, it was a very cute envelope, which smelled kind of good. In large letters, it said in the center, it said, "To Miyashiro-senpai." I turned around and there was a heart-shaped sticker sealing it shut. No way. Could this be? No, wait, don't be hasty, Miyashiro. You don't know that for a fact yet. I flipped it around and looked at the other side again. There's a name on the envelope. Aozaki Yume. Aozaki? Who's that? I tried to remember, but nothing came to me. Yume. Huh?
Taku, what's wrong?
It's nothing.
Oh, did you slide something behind your back?
I did not. I did not. Asshole.
As I. Which means, Han-chan.
No! Bastard! Suki had snuck behind me at some point. She quickly grabbed the letter out of my hands.
What?
Hey, is that?
Is this a love letter?
Everyone started to shout as they peered at the letter in Kazuki's hands.
No way, for Taku? Seriously? Who sent it? Aozuki Yume. That's how you read this, right? Wait a sec. Azaki-san? Azaki-san? Second year?
Who? Whomstead? What? Ito and Arima gasped in surprise at almost the exact same time. You know her, Ito? Do I know her? Do you not know her? She's the prettiest girl in our school in over a decade. I had no idea.
I know her too. They say she's so pretty that's like she stepped out of the pages of a shoujo manga. They say she's not just the brightest girl in her grade, but the brightest girl in the girl in the school. Wow, her like that same Taku love letter.
Yeah, punch. Fight the lockers. No, Kazuki, there's no need to punch the shoe lockers and find out if they hurt. You're kidding me. Her. That unbelievable, special, beautiful girl wrote me a Shiro love letter. You're kidding me. It's gotta be some mistake. Or maybe she's just screwing with you. Ito was stomping his feet and throwing a tantrum. He looked like he was about to cry tears of blood. Is this Aozuki Ryume really that pretty? No, calm down, everyone. Ito's right. It could just be a prank. Tried to play it cool and speak in calm, level voice, but I failed. Even I could tell that my voice was shaking. Most beautiful girl in the school. Why do I have the strangest feeling I know what's about to happen? I have the strangest feeling I know exactly what's about to occur. Especially if I could get one more reaffirmation on something. Can I see character names again? Yep, that makes sense. Yep. 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 Yep, that adds up. Aozaki Yume. Aozaki Yume. Yamazoe Uki. This is getting interesting then, because that means that not only is like now Uki's like trying to basically make this delusion perfect for herself as well, or something. This is gonna be some sort of like grown-up version of Uki, isn't it? That's who it's gonna end up being. Uki in this delusion is gonna make herself grown up. Was this the beginning of a wonderful romance? Stop it. Well, I already was a normie, but I mean in the other sense of the word. Don't do that, Takara. Cruza suddenly turned to me with a serious look on her face. Don't do what? Don't just decide that's a prank. That's rude. You have to read it first and then get them your answer. Yeah, I know that. From the look in her eyes, I could tell that she sensed my excitement. Well, there was no sense trying to fool Kurusu anyway. Hey, question. Where's Uki? Come on, you. Nishiro, read it. Read it now. Right now. Read quick. Read so we can all hear what it says. Ito looks like it was about to pounce on me. Calm down, Ito. How can I stay calm at a time like this? Ito-kun. All it took was one word for him to quiet down. It's not nice to read in front of everyone. Good manners dictate that it be read alone by the person who received it. That's right, so... Nishiro-senpai, you're such a dork. Try my best to remain calm as the artist complained, and then slid the letter into my bag. Of course, I was actually trying my best to suppress the desire to read it immediately. Still, first a Nikoniya offer, then a letter from a girl. What was happening to my life? Suddenly I felt a weird sensation run down my neck. Someone was... watching me. I turned around. There it is! I knew it! Yep. And then I saw something huge. Something that most certainly didn't belong here. It was like some kind of twisted piece of art. This whole world, this whole delusion coming from her D-sword. A D-sword. There you are. Uki was standing behind the rest of the group, staring at me intently with a stern expression on her face. In her hand was a shining, beautiful blade. A D-sword. My mind went blank for a second. Uki, what are you... Stop! No! You! I saw that, you asshole! Huh? What was that? I know I just saw a D-sword. I tried blinking a few times. But Uki wasn't holding any kind of sword at all.
Is something wrong?
Oh, no. You're gonna start crafting this world so it can be perfect for you and Taku, aren't you? In order to make Taku happy. Just what exactly was that? Maybe a hallucination caused by the setting sun? Mishiro, just a little. Just read a little.
Enough, Ito-kun.
Aww. Well, it might seem... I think the reason why her power is taking this form, why it seems like it's creating an entire new reality, I think it's a combination of a couple different factors. First of all, the situation in which all this started from. Yui's death. All of this began with Yui's death. So obviously emotions were already running high. I imagine emotions, the stronger emotions, the stronger... or the D-sword's power can manifest as. Second... I think something that might actually have some relevance to it is the fact that it was Uki's sword that cut into Takaru. Not only does that, again, increase emotions further, because now Uki realizes that she more than likely just killed Takaru, but I wonder if maybe it could do something along the lines of connect him easier to her power. Because, I mean, the D-sword is how they control these delusions, right? If someone was to be cut by one, then wouldn't that mean they're as close to the D-sword's power as possible, and thus able to be molded as strongly, like much more strongly than usual? But this is this is her power at its absolute, like, maximum potential, it feels like. She's created an entirely new reality. The tiny little doubt that I had eventually disappeared as I listened to the Irish chatter. But there's no way any of this is real. When the door closed, my cool, casual demeanor broke into a giant grin. That was going to be a guest commentary on Nico Neon News. And on top of that, I got a love letter from Aozuki Yume, the most beautiful girl in school. On the way back home, I had to stop myself from skipping around Shibuya. No, wait a second, Miyashiro Takaru. I said the words aloud to try and get myself under control. Some things are just too good to be true. Maybe Ito's right, and it really is just a prank. The first rule of entertainment is to make it seem like things are going well right before everything goes to hell. Not that my life is mere entertainment, obviously. What? Anyway, if it is a prank, why would anyone bother? Is the goal to laugh and make fun of me? Who'd want to do that? Okay, so the guide here mentions that, or maybe people can sense the light of my inner genius no matter how hard I try and hide it. Thank you, Takaru. So, the guy mentions here, I said how Uki's chapter, I might have mentioned it before, but Uki's chapter is a bit special in how it is, because her chapter technically splits into two. There's an ending called Dream Sky End, and an ending called Another Sky End. And this point is where it splits off. Apparently the guide here says how this route, Uki's route, has 3 delusion choices. And to get the Dream Sky ending, you need to do positive delusions for all 3 choices, for all 3 delusions. And to get Another Sky End, you need to choose positive on the first delusion, negative on the second one, and then positive on the last one. So positive, negative, positive. We're going to obviously get both. That's why I'm making sure we have a save here. In fact, I'll make multiple just to be safe. One more time, just to be safe. Yeah, so which one will go first? Well, it doesn't say which one to pick first, but you know what? We'll just do the one that it says it talks about first, which is Dream Sky. So, positive. But normally I don't stand out at all. Everyone seems to get the wrong idea, but I always try to keep myself out of the limelight. And yet Aozuki Yume found me anyway, which means that she's special. The chosen right sire and the chosen beauty drawn together by a special destiny. Is this fate after all? No, calm down, Mishiro Takaru. Maybe someone's planning to get my hopes up as much as possible before humiliating me on video and uploading it to social media. There are other possibilities too. This could also be someone's way of getting me to sign up for expensive English language instructional materials or join some weird cult. We're going to Dream Sky. Either way, the fastest way to find out was to read it. That would give me a clue as to whether it was real or a prank. Cut off just a tiny piece of the top of the envelope and took out the letter from inside. The letter was written on pretty pink paper that matched the envelope. I started to read the contents of the letter. Let's see, I apologize for saying this to you so suddenly. It was causing me too much pain, too much sorrow, and too much agony to keep my feelings locked up inside my tiny little heart. I'm very afraid this letter won't be enough on its own to express the depth of my feelings, but still I have to write it. I have to do everything I can to put my feelings to paper. Mishiro-senpai, I've watched you for a long time. You're smart, you're knowledgeable about everything, and everyone looks up to you as the president of the newspaper club. You're also so modest and so reserved.
Each time I see the sparkle in your eyes behind those glasses, my heart aches. And at some point, I become your prisoner. Lately, I think about you all the time, whether I'm awake or asleep. I feel like I'm going crazy. Of course, I know that I'm not good enough for a wonderful person like you. But if you have even the slightest interest in me at all, it doesn't have to be serious to start with, but would you please consider going on a date with me, senpai?
This ring was enough to make me feel dizzy. It was a shame that I'd ever doubted her. I could feel Aozuki Yume's pure innocent feelings for me pouring forth.
You fool. You have fallen for the ruse.
Joy burst from within my heart. I'm a truly terrible man to make such an innocent girl my prisoner. Ran my hand up and back through my hair and adjusted the rim of my glasses and sighed dramatically. What's this? And I saw it. Bottom of the letter. There was an 11-digit number. Oh, Jesus. Was this a cell phone number?
I'll be waiting for your answer.
That was what said in cute round letters next to the number. My throat went dry, my stomach started to clench. She wants me to call. You know what? I gotta know something. Hang on. Yeah, that makes sense. So, directly under Yamazoe Uki is gonna be Aozuki Yume, or whatever her name is. Is that gonna be what it is? Because that's what I'm getting the feeling it's gonna be. She wanted me to talk on the phone with a girl I'd never met before, and one who was supposedly praised to come along in a decade. Sarah and the other newspaper club members were one thing, but I still got nervous talking to classmates. This was asking way too much. I really, really want Takaru to just answer the phone. Aozuki just starts talking, and then Takaru just says, like, Uki, what are you doing? Uki, why does this number lead to you? Sky. I realize I've been standing in there clutching the love letter for hours. If I waited any longer, I'd lose a chance to call her. Not to mention, it must have taken her a lot of courage to write this letter. So if I didn't respond, Sarah and Caruso would get mad at me. Not only would it be rude to her, it would go against my own sense of morals.
Yes. No. No. No.
And then I tapped the screen with a trembling finger, and it started to ring. Okay. The wait was torture. I had to try my best to stop from hanging up. Then she picked up. Oh, wow. Damn it, I stuttered. I totally screwed it up. It's me. Try my best to start over. What was that? Huh? Is this Aozaki-san's voice?
Hear me. Come on, Taku.
Taku? How's she know my nickname?
Come on, Taku.
Huh? This voice, is that... Inoue? No way. Inoue entered the right number.
Taku, please answer me, Taku.
This time it was another voice. That voice belonged to... Caruso? This is we're hearing the voices from reality. And you can see the delusion is cracking. I knew it. I knew it. What's going on? Why am I talking to Sarah and Caruso? Maybe the girl sent me that letter as a prank. No, wait. I can see Sarah and Ito doing this, but would Caruso really go along with something like this? No way. Caruso isn't the type. She'd never do something so childish. Besides...
Taku, can you hear me? Answer me!
Sounds like they're talking about something really urgent. This doesn't feel like a prank or an act. Oh no, what's wrong? And why is the connection so bad?
Sarah, you need to tell... he needs to know. Yeah, right.
My heart started to beat faster. What was going on? What were they talking about? There's so much noise on the line, it was almost impossible to make them out. and they seemed like they were in a big hurry.
Listen carefully. Where you are, is it... Please talk. Hurry.
Hey, I can't tell what you're saying. Get somewhere with better reception. Huh? What's this sensation I'm feeling? What was I... Oh, right, the phone. I was on the phone. I looked at the phone I was holding. It was still trying to connect me to Aozaki Yume. They know that we're trapped in a delusion. The real Kurusu and Onoe. And it sounds like... I think it sounds like Onoe and Kurusu, the real ones, in reality, I think they've just, like, stopped trying to, like... I think Onoe is kind of just, like, revealed, like, oh, and I think they've revealed to each other that they're both giggle maniacs that are just trying to work together at this point to save Takeru. Judging by how they were acting together. Because it sounded like they were working together to try and free Takeru from the delusion. But Uki's delusion is powerful. There were no signs she'd pick up, and I couldn't hear Serika or Kurusu at all. I'm so confused. What the hell was that? A dream? But it felt so real. The ringing continued. Just when I thought she might not pick up, it connected. Hello? Huh? The call went through, right? Hello? Hello?
Is this Miyashiro-senpai?
So this is Aozaki Yume's voice. So cute.
This is Miyashiro-senpai, right?
Oh, yes. That's right. Took everything I had to keep my voice from shaking.
Thank you for your phone call. Makes me very happy.
Oh, no, thank you. I mean, I'm not sure what to say. Jeez, what am I doing? The sweet voice from the phone is making me its prisoner.
Okay, I'll be looking forward to it then.
Oh, yeah.
Senpai,
What?
I think I'm too happy to sleep tonight. You hang up first, okay?
No, you first.
Let's both hang up on the count 3. Oh no, I'll hang up instead.
Okay.
Alright, senpai. Good night.
Stop making sounds. I took a deep breath and let all the air in my lungs. I'm in such a panic I didn't even remember what I'd talked about. The only thing I could even barely recall was that we'd agreed to go on a day after school tomorrow. She told me that it would be embarrassing to let the girls in her class see her, so she wanted to meet me someplace a little further away from the school. I'm fully expecting it to just be a older looking version of Uki. It would be, you know what? It would be absolutely hilarious if it is just Uki as she normally is. And she's trying to pretend to be like somebody else. Like, she doesn't look any different. No. It's like the whole deal with like a kid in a trench coat. She's just on stilts, but like wearing clothes to cover it up. It's like, Uki, what are you doing? It's like, no, this isn't Uki. This is Aozaki Yume. So we both agree to meet at Cafe Lex, I think.
Huh?
Wait a sec. Do not tell me, for the love of God, it's going to be the purple hair girl. My brain has started working and I realized the mistake I'd made. If we went to Lax, someone from the newspaper club could see us. Not to copy what Ozaki-san said, but I'd be embarrassed to let them see me too. Maybe I should change the meeting location. So I got and tapped the number I just called. However,
The person you are trying to reach is unavailable or has turned off their phone. This call cannot be completed.
instead of her beautiful voice, I was met with the cold voice of a recording. That's strange. Maybe she's taking a bath. Or she ran out of battery? We were talking for a long time, so it's certainly possible. I tried again, but...
The person you are trying to reach is unavailable or has turned off their phone. The call cannot be completed.
There's the recording again. What's going on? But if she wasn't picking up, there wasn't anything I could do. She'd be able to see that I called, so she'd call me back when she looked at her phone. And come to think of it, we could go someplace else after meeting at Cafe Lax. Even if we did run into someone, we could probably talk our way out of it. Probably. And so... Suddenly there was a knock at the door, and I almost slipped out of my chair. At this hour? For a moment I thought back to the return of the New Gen Madness, and I could feel cold sweat starting to form under my armpits. I looked outside, afraid. Ew! Huh? Outside the door was a girl I knew well.
Uki.
Uki? What was she doing here? Whatever she was here for, I couldn't leave her out there. Uki! What are you doing?
Oh.
Uki looked relieved when she saw me. What's up? Why are you here at this hour?
I'm sorry for coming over so suddenly. This is for you.
What? What'd you just... She had me a plastic container wrapped in a tiny sack.
It's some dinner for you. If you'd like, you can have it.
Leftovers.
Yes, Dr. Sakuma told me you need to eat some for real food, so I...
You made this.
Yes, so I don't know if it's good, but...
I took the sack. The container was still warm. Must have been made just a little while ago.
I'll be going then.
Frog. Uki bowed her head and turned to go. I tried to say thank you, but the words got stuck in my throat.
Oh.
She suddenly turned back to face me.
Taku-san? I'm taking the care of the plant you gave me every day. If you like, please come to my room and see it.
She smiled and fidgeted as she looked up at me. Oh. This is just sad. Knowing the truth of Taku more than likely being dead, or whatever state he's in, is just a happy delusion. Far happy. I don't know. Like, knowing that this is all just fake. None of this is real. This is all just a pleasant dream that you're never waking up from. The meal she made for me had a very kind, gentle taste. Sleepy. Last night I've been too excited to sleep properly. I'd gone through all the back issues of Cool Cat Press I could find, trying to learn all their best dating tips, and the next thing I knew it was light outside. As a result, my mind had been dulled from exhaustion all morning, and my usual stylish and cool mannerisms were missing a little of their sharpness.
Oh, there you are. Morning, Taku. Good morning. You look tired. Let me guess, you were up all night?
Hey, weren't you two, I'm so jealous. I bet you couldn't sleep after what happened. As I sat down in my seat, I was surrounded by familiar faces. Hey guys. Took out the contents of my bag and put them in my desk, trying as hard as I could to act natural. What's with that smug look?
That's right. You're all being nice enough to come visit you.
Why'd you come to my classroom anyway?
You know why? We want to know what happened.
She's definitely talking about what happened with Aozuki Yume's letter. Couldn't stop thinking about her myself. Date after school. Date with the most beautiful. There was no way I'd be able to think about anything else. I was already spinning like a merry-go-round. No. If I start getting excited and freak out over a single day, I'll be no different than those who want to be normie wrong-siders. But...
Come on, Taku, tell us!
Sarah smacked her hands down on my desk and leaned forward.
Tell you what? About the letter you got yesterday.
It's got nothing to do with you.
Ha, I see.
You see what?
Let me guess. I was right. It really was just a prank. Was it?
I knew it! I thought the same thing. I mean, of course it was a prank. It's me sure we're talking about. The odds of him being able to class change to a normie are 0. Projecting much, Ito? Oh, if that's what he wants to think, then fine. But reality is the exact opposite.
Come on, everyone. It's not polite to keep asking questions like that. It's Takuro's private life, after all. Huh? Aren't you interested in Anchan? I'm not. But you've been staying with us the whole time. That's because... Right, I need to tell him to make sure that he gave a polite response to the letter he'd been given.
Oh, really?
So... Well, if he's willing to tell us, you know?
Know what? You just want to find out as badly as everybody else, don't you, Caruso? So? So what? Come on, stop wasting time to come out with the letter. How'd it go?
Was it real or a prank?
It was...
It was?
Would you assholes stop? Anyway, enough about that. We need to talk about our next issue, since we didn't get to discuss it yesterday. Yeah, what? Everyone's sounding upset.
Guys,
Even Caruso joined in.
guys.
You're such a jerk.
Come on, it's not like it'll hurt you.
Yeah, that's right.
Bruh. Not even you. I don't care what you say, the answer is no. We'll talk more about our plans for the next project at launch, okay? It's clear that nothing good would come from talking to them about it. Tried to force the conversation to change direction, but...
Why lunch? We usually meet after school, right? I just saw him freeze up a little.
Which means...
He's got after-school plans.
No, that's... You do, don't you? Leave me alone. You do. I hate all of you! Shut up! I'm half expecting you to start talking and say you do. Assholes! Each and every single one of you! Will I be able to complete my mission after school? No, I have to. For the sake of my bright, shining future. I hate all of you.
Okay, see you after school. Yeah, senpai, keep an eye on him, alright?
Sure, leave it to me.
Can't wait till after school.
I hate each and every single one of you. So when you put all this all together, you see... Kept thinking about what would happen after school, even during Mr. Wakui's lecture. Ozaki Yume, a girl whom everyone claimed was not only the prettiest girl in her grade, but the most beautiful in the school. I thought about going to see what she was like this morning, but eventually decided not to. If she saw me, she'd think I'd come to check her out.
So you're the type person to judge someone by appearance, huh? I'm disappointed.
If that happened, everything would be ruined. I wonder what she's like. Her voice is cute. Knew that for a fact. If you can tell whether someone is pretty from their voice, then I can say without a doubt she must be gorgeous. The real question is what she's like on the inside. Even if she is cute, I don't want to date a girl who's a shot.
We're right from.
A true right-sider like me won't be deceived by appearances. But still. They say you can't judge a book by its cover, but it's also true that what's on the outside of a person reflects on who they are inside. Which means on the inside, she has to be. Alright, who can read this next part? Mishiro-kun? Mishiro-kun? Hey, Mishiro, he's calling you. Mishiro! Huh? Suddenly realized the whole class was looking at me. Mishiro-kun, were you not listening? Oh no. I still have them froze. Crap, what am I supposed to be reading from exactly? Page 122. Line 4, Mishiro. Ito, I owe you one. This is the dream I had. I was sitting arms crossed at the head of a bed. A woman was lying there, right face up, and told me in a small voice she was going to die. The long hair draped across the pillow, framing a face that was soft and round. There was just a hint of red blood beneath the pale skin of her cheeks, and her lips, of course, were red as well. When she said in a soft, clear voice, "In my dream, I become a butterfly." Butterfly floating here and there? As I read the passage, I started to get confused. I had to read Soseki's 10 Nights of Dreams in class before, but I don't remember this part at all. And I thought that, yes, she was going to die, so I leaned over her and asked, "Are you a human dreaming you're a butterfly? Or are you a butterfly dreaming you're a human?" "Both the human and the butterfly are indeed going to die," the woman said. Then she opened her eyes and said that you're dreaming too. "If you don't get out soon, you won't be able to get out at all, Taku." What? Mishio-kun, what are you reading? No. My classmates must have found my reaction funny because they all started to laugh. Come on, now you just had some good luck lately. Hold yourself, man. I just stood there in shock as the rest of the class laughed at me. I looked back at the textbook and there was nothing like that written there. I was sitting arms crossed at the head of a bed. A woman was lying there face up and told me in a small voice that she was going to die. Her long hair draped across the pillow, framing a face that was soft and round. There was just a hint of red blood beneath the pale skin of her cheeks, and her lips, of course, were red as well. Then she said in a soft but clear voice, "In my dream, I become a butterfly. A butterfly floating here and there." And I thought that, yes, she was going to die, so I leaned over her and asked, "Are you a human, dreaming you're a butterfly? Or are you a butterfly, dreaming you're a human?" "Both the human and the butterflies are indeed going to die," the woman said. Then she opened her eyes and said that you're dreaming too. If you don't get out soon, you won't be able to get out at all, Taku. They're trying to invade the delusion. Kurusu and Inoue are trying to invade the delusion to break Takeru out of it. But he's getting too deep into it, and it's going to reach a point where he can never escape it. The delusion will become reality. Of course, the text certainly didn't have my name in it. What the hell was that? Was that just a delusion? Come to think of it, something weird had happened last night too. Was Ito right? Am I just feeling overwhelmed because I've been chosen as a news commentator and received a love letter? Or am I still tired after all the stuff that happened with the case? The harder I try to think about it, the harder it got to think at all. Jeez, looks like you're still tired. Why not go wash your face? I'm sorry, sir. I can feel the rest of the class staring at me as I weave my way through the desk and out of the hallway. I should probably just do what he suggested and go wash my face. Maybe that will make my head feel clearer. My footsteps echoed down the empty hallway as I head for the washroom when suddenly I saw it again. There's no way I can mistake it for anything else. There you are. It really was a D-sword. And the person holding it was... Uki's doing everything she can to keep us in this delusion. It's much better than reality right now. But why? Before I could say anything, she turned around. Wait! And ran away on tiny feet. I ran after her. I was sure she went this way. Oh! I found Uki and quickly ran over to her. Uki!
Oh, Takeru-san.
Uki looked up at me confused. Her bangs were a little wet, and she'd been wiping them with a handkerchief. She wasn't holding a D-sword. She was just holding a girly handkerchief. What are you doing?
I fell asleep during class, and the teacher told me to go wash my face.
Fell asleep.
Yes, I've been helping at the dorm all day lately, and I guess I'm getting a little tired.
The little bite seemed to get even smaller as she apologized. Looking at her now, it was impossible to believe that she might have been planning to do something evil with her D-sword. I see.
I'm ashamed to say it, but...
Her cheeks went red with shame and she turned her head downward.
I'll be getting back to class then.
Okay. Uki bowed her head, then disappeared down the hall. There it was again. I was seeing things again. What was happening to me? Lunchtime came and I went to the club room like I'd originally planned. I was still thinking about the creepy thing I'd seen.
Hello everyone, it's the moment you've all been looking forward to. It's time for the Hecky Old Lunchbox. We're here to brighten up your lunch hour, so let's get right to it.
The broadcasting club was playing their daily lunch broadcast. How many people actually looked forward to this?
Now, it's November 5th. That's the day they found King Tut's tomb. It's also National Apple Appreciation Day. Yum yum. Still, it's been getting really cold lately. I'd rather have a yummy orange while sitting under a heated blanket. Heated blankets are amazing, aren't they? Even the scariest person in the world can help but fall asleep under one. Doesn't it make you feel good sleeping under a heated blanket? Once I fall asleep, I don't get up. I tell myself, you have to wake up. 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 You have to wake up, Taku.
What was that? Is someone calling my name?
You can't stay there. You have to wake up or you won't be able to come back.
I won't be able to come back? What does that mean? Wait, what do you mean?
Alright, let's play a song request. We'll begin with Phantasm and their hit song.
The lunchtime broadcast was back to normal. All the art students were acting like nothing was out of the ordinary. They were discussing what anime was good this season or where they were going after school. They're becoming more desperate. It's happening more and more frequently. It was like that broadcast had never happened. This is so weird. At this point, even I had to admit that something wasn't right. Was I going crazy?
Takuru-san, what's wrong?
I heard a voice and turned around. She's doing her best to keep us safe. And I gasped again. There it is. You really want to keep him in the delusion, don't you? Uki was standing there, holding a shining blade. Nope. Nope. No sword.
What's wrong?
Huh? What the hell? I adjusted my glasses and took another look. Uki was in front of me, but she wasn't holding a D-sword. Her oval eyes went wide with surprise.
Have I done something wrong?
No, it's nothing.
I see.
I tried to act calm, but Uki didn't seem satisfied. You're going to the club too, right?
Yes.
Wanna go with me?
Yes.
I walked ahead so that she couldn't tell how worried I was getting on in the inside. She's becoming a little too selfish, I think, regarding Takeru. I could feel her following me from behind.
Oh, there they are. Ciao.
It's getting progressively creepier. Everyone was already in the room. Don't like it.
I'll make some tea.
I watched Yuki start to make tea like always and sat down in my chair.
Hmm?
What's up? I had a big sigh. Don't tell me she dumped you already. No, that's not it. I let my head droop down as I tried to think. What was happening to me didn't seem to make sense. Was it only happening to me? Either way, I didn't think I'd be able to solve this problem on my own. Which meant... Listen, I want to ask you guys something. What's up? Actually, and then I told them all about everything that had happened since last night. I didn't mention Uki's name since she was right there.
Wow, that doesn't sound good, does it? Maybe we should have a specialist take a look at you.
Everyone started to give their own opinions.
I don't think you should worry too much. It might just be stress.
That's right. You're just excited because you got a love letter. Do you guys really think that's all it is? Maybe I was just overthinking things. In all honesty, I didn't want to think too hard about it. Maybe I just wanted to hear that everything was okay. I did feel a little better getting it off my chest.
Taku?
Oh, it's nothing. You've all been a big help. Thanks.
Is that all you want to say about it?
Yeah, we have to talk about our next project too. We can't talk about my problems forever, right?
That's true, but...
Alright, so, about that project.
So, we tell them doing a report on the Shibuya Restoration Festival, correct?
We ended up picking the obvious answer for our project. I've been opposed to it until now, but after what was happening to me, I honestly didn't care anymore. I've been just as happy to do a cooking video. Even the excitement I've been feeling for my after-school day was beginning to fade. As the school day drew to a close, I kept turning my phone on and turning it off again. Of course, I was thinking of calling Ozaki-san. My mood kept getting darker and darker as afternoon classes proceeded, and I didn't feel like I was up for a date anymore. It wouldn't be right to spend a date feeling like this, and more than anything, it would be rude to her. Part of me wanted to do it on another day, and a part of me didn't want to waste this chance. I thought, and I guess I'll tell her I'm not feeling well, and that we should do it another day. May as well get it over with then. I turned my phone on again before I could change my mind, and then tapped into her number. She didn't answer. One more time. She still didn't answer. I kept trying, but she never picked up. Come to think of it, she would have seen that I called last night, but she hadn't called me back. If you got a call from someone you liked, wouldn't you normally pick up right away or call back as soon as you could? Oh well. It might not be ideal, but it would be better than blowing her off. I decided to visit the second-year classrooms. But I didn't know what Ozaki-san looked like. I only knew her name and the phone number. Maybe I should have asked Ito first, but there was no help in that now. If only Arimura were here. She'd be able to tell me what class Ozaki-san was in, at least. I went to Arimura's classroom, but I couldn't find her. She must have gone home already. I guess I'll just have to... Yes. I worked up what little courage I had and asked one of the girls walking by. Can I ask you something? What is it? Well, do you know what class Ozaki Yume-san is in? Huh? Ozaki Yume-san, I said. Ozaki? That was strange. If she was the prettiest girl in school, she should have at least heard of her. I asked someone else, but... Ozaki-san? Do you know her?
Nope. I don't think there's anybody in our grade with that name.
There wasn't. Aimura had said that she was the prettiest girl in the school, not just the second-year class. Ito knew about her too, and even he'd been jealous of me. I talked to her last night on the phone. She's not real. Or rather, she's real in a specific way. Decided to visit the first-year class just to be sure. Maybe I'd heard around and Ozaki-san was a first-year student, not a second-year. But
There's no girl with that name here.
what the hell's going on? How could there be nobody named Ozaki Yume in either grade? I know. I decided to call Arimura. Damn it. This is the first time I could remember where she hadn't picked up the phone. Fine, I'll send an email. I waited but got no answer. What the hell? What was happening here? A black shadow started to weigh down on my heart. Did this have something to do with the other strange things that were happening around me? Or was my earlier guess right and the armor and the R's were just trying to prank me? I wasn't going to get anywhere sitting around all day waiting for an answer. I ended up going to Cafe Lax where we were supposed to meet. I was sure if I went there I'd be able to find her. Even if it was a prank, my friends would all be there, eagerly waiting my arrival. Either way, I'd learned something. Hmm? I went to the cafe and looked around from a slightly concealed vantage point.
What are you doing?
Oh, well,
Whatever. She's been waiting for you for a short while.
oh, okay. Huh? Wait a sec. What did you just say?
She's waiting. Look over there.
I adjusted my glass and took another look. Yep, it is an older Uki.
So glad you came. I've been waiting for you, Miyashiro-senpai.
She's Ozaki Yume. All thought evaporated from my mind. The world quickly lost its color and all the noise around me seemed to fade away. The only thing I could see was the girl in front of me. Shock like a gunshot went through my chest. Silken hair, long lashes, oval eyes, burning nose. Just stop it. More than anything, her beautiful smile, every part of her body.
Stop it.
Senpai?
She was an angel. She was a miracle sent from heaven who has the blade of evil. That was no exaggeration. It was the only way I could think of it. It only had the very incarnation of everything I'd ever wanted. What I'd call it except a miracle. All the girls in lower class at Egyo had told me they'd never heard of Aozuki Yume, but she was right here, right in front of me. What effect could I possibly need?
What's wrong, Senpai?
Oh dear. This is the last illusion. This is the last illusion. Oh boy. Alright. I still don't think this is gonna end happily. But we're gonna see it. Everything I need is right in front of me. Believe and you shall be saved, as they say. I wonder. Wait, no, I'll wait. Did you wait long? I just took a step toward her. I heard a lot of footsteps coming up from the outside stairs. The footsteps stopped and then I heard the door open. I turned around and saw... The way you appeared was not normal. It's too late, isn't it? Onoe, what are you doing here? Did you follow me?
Didn't follow you. I came here behind you.
Those both mean the same thing. Why'd you do that?
Because... Yeah.
Huh? I couldn't hear you, but say it clearly.
Because I wanted to know what happened.
Sarka stuck her lips out into a pout and sulked. probably think this is funny, right? I don't think that's very nice.
No, that's not it. Then what is it? You know, Taku,
Sarka never held back saying what she was thinking, but now she looked really hesitant. It felt weird seeing her act this way.
Taku, were you gonna tell Yume-chan? Are you gonna tell her, okay, and then things get all lovey-dovey?
Lovey-dovey?
You're gonna say okay, right? You are, right?
Well,
I know it, you are. And then you're gonna throw the shower and the kisses and the...
okay. What are you talking about?
And she's the prettiest girl in the school, why are you refused?
Listen, none of my business. Your business. Feels like you're throwing a tantrum and I reacted coldly. Normally she'd just complain more, but today something was different about Sarika. Annoy?
It is my business.
The lighting of the cafe reflected off her wet eyes. No, I had no idea. No idea that Sarika could look so sad.
It is my business.
Wait.
I've been watching for longer than anybody tell you.
Okay. Yep. What?
I'm listening to draw each other, I know it.
All I can do is stand there like an idiot as she sobbed. Sarika's in love? She always has been? Always has been. No, but she's never shown any signs of that. I had no idea what to do. No time in my short life had I ever dealt with anything like this. Just calm down. That was all I could say. I always thought of Sarika as a friend, as someone I could always count on regardless of her sex. I never really seen her as a girl. I thought that we could always be friends like that. But...
You're talking, you're touching it.
She turned away and ran down the stairs, and the tears reflecting the light, they streamed down her face. Wait, listen to me! I tried to follow after her when... What? Was that a delusion? Then where's the real Sarika? Oh, I'm sorry. Footsteps coming up the stairs weren't Sarika's. They belonged to a man I'd never seen before. Sarika? In love with me? What was I thinking? That's impossible. Huh? What? I suddenly guessed in surprise. Ozaki-san had been right there in the chair a moment ago, but now she'd vanished. I looked all around the room, but she was nowhere to be seen. Had she gone annoyed watching me just stand there and gone home? Well, that was impossible. There was only one entrance to the cafe. It was impossible for her to leave without me seeing it. I went to where she'd been sitting and took a closer look. But there was nothing on the table. There was no sign that anyone had even put up a water glass on the table, and the chair was pushed in. There was nothing to hint that anybody had been sitting there at all. What's going on? What's happening? I saw a girl sitting here. I know I heard her voice. Was that all hallucination? Another product of my delusions? I suddenly felt a gaze. I was doing the cafe, but I didn't see anyone. I looked outside. And outside the window on the other side of the street where the sun was setting, I saw a tiny silhouette looking up at me. Hello. Uki. There's no doubt about it. And as she looked at me with silent, calm eyes, there was an elegant and razor-sharp blade in her hand. I ran out of the store. This time I'm sure of it. Uki was watching me. What was Uki doing there? If I can find that out, I might be able to figure out what's going on. That certainty spurred me into action. I ran as fast as I could after her as she fled. She was just a little kid. At this distance, I'll definitely be able to catch up to her. At least that's what I thought. But no matter how fast I ran, I didn't seem to get any closer. What was this weird sensation? It wasn't that my sense of distance was screwed up. It was like I was chasing something that wasn't there. I was moving my legs as fast as I could, but it was like in a nightmare where you're running from someone who's chasing you and you don't seem to be moving at all. This time, my desperation pushed me beyond my limits. My lungs felt like they were on fire. My sides stung from the lack of exercise. My legs were screaming that they were about to give up. But I forced myself to keep going. There. Uki turned around and saw me and then slipped through the turnstile to escape. I followed her through. Huh? I'd been in such a hurry that I hadn't put my card up to the machine, but it let me through anyway. It had done the same for Uki too. She hadn't gone out her card either. No, worry about that later. I ran up the stairs to the platforms, and I was just in time to see a train slide into the Harajuku platform and watch Uki get on. Wait, Uki, wait! Huh? It disappeared. Uki had just gone on a green car from the Yamanote line and it was suddenly gone. It hadn't left the station. I would at least be able to see it then. The whole platform was quiet, like the train had never existed in the first place. And it wasn't only that. The whole station was strangely dark. I couldn't even see a single person. A cold chill ran up my back. What was going on? I looked around again and again, but the place was as quiet as the surface of the moon. Complete silence. Complete emptiness. There were no customers, and no employees either. The information boards were all black and showed nothing at all.
Huh?
This is impossible. Shibuya is supposed to be the 5th busiest station in Japan. Right, where's Uki? I forced my tired legs to move and look around for Uki. But the only sound on the platform was my footsteps, and there was no sign of Uki or anyone else. Damn it, what is happening? What the hell's going on? It felt like someone had torn open my skull and started filling with my hippocampus. I went down the platform through the turnstile, and everything was back to normal. I had no idea what was going on anymore. And then I heard the sound of the train coming in above me, as if it was mocking me. I ran back up the stairs, feeling the people around me staring at me in bewilderment. But when I got up there, the platform was as empty as before. I had no idea what was going on anymore. The more I thought about it, the more confused I got. I staggered down the stairs feeling defeated. Once I got back down, the world was normal again. I didn't feel surprised anymore. I just felt empty. I put my back to the wall and let myself slide the ground. Maybe I'd gone crazy. I looked up and saw a commercial for a music artist playing on the big TV above Scramble Crossing. It was playing a song by Phantasm that had just been released a few days before. And suddenly there was no stack on the screen.
Please, listen.
That voice.
Taku, please.
Taku.
Listen. Here.
Sarika? And Kurusu too. Why am I hearing their voices from the TV?
Careful, you're trapped in a delusion of Shibuya.
A delusion of Shibuya?
You want to escape, you have to.
I heard a noise and their voices vanished, only to be replaced by the Phantasm music video once more. Was that a hallucination? No. It was in our message. Like the ones I heard before. A delusion of Shibuya. The lights in the intersection changed and the people started to move. And beyond them, standing in a gap between the crowds, I saw a girl. It was Yamazoe Uki, holding her D-sword. Suddenly it felt like a dam burst in my mind. Gigglomaniacs. Yamazoe Uki's power as a gigglomaniac is to reboot other people's thoughts and desires. That's right. This whole thing started when I had that nightmare about being stabbed by Uki's D-sword. Then this must be... I started to move. The light was about to turn red, but I ran across the intersection anyway. I forced my way to the other side of the street as the car horns blared at me. Finally caught you! When I grabbed her by her tiny shoulders, Uki jerked and looked up at me in shock.
Takuru-san.
The D-sword she'd been holding had vanished. But that didn't matter anymore. Sorry, but you won't be able to fool me anymore. Just tell me the truth about what's going on. Pretending to be scared isn't gonna work, you know. Uki, you just had your D-sword out, didn't you? Everything that's been happening around me, that's your fault, isn't it? Uki shook her head frantically to the left and right, as if she was trying to wriggle out of my grasp. No, I'm not letting you go until you tell me the truth. She looked around for help. I realized that the people around me were staring at me suspiciously. Stares, stares, stares. They formed a circle, looking at me with cold, inconsiderate eyes. Hey, you! Two black shadows forced their way through the crowd. You, I mean you! What are you doing there? This is bad. What's wrong? Are you doing something that you shouldn't be? No, she and I are friends.
Every criminal says that.
Criminal? No, You tell us the station, now come with me. Strong arms grabbed me and held me tight. Uki slipped out of my grasp. She slid through the crowd and disappeared from my sight. If I get arrested here, not only will my life be over, but I might lose a critical clue.
Are you a student?
This is a Hagio uniform, isn't it?
Oh, I see. That explains it. Hey, wait!
Forced my way free and ran to the crowd. Stop! Does anyone ever actually stop when they hear that? If I was going to stop, I wouldn't have started running in the first place. I practically ripped by, slammed my way through the crowd, running as fast as I could while the people around cursed at me. How much time had I spent running today? I felt like I'd been chasing a phantom of Uki forever. At some point, my legs started moving on their own. I couldn't see the police anymore, but I was still terrified they might appear at any second. The only place I could go was to Alba dorm. Takuru? Cruz's eyes went wide as she saw me run in, out of breath. My lungs were begging me for oxygen. My heart was about to burn out like an engine low on gas. What's wrong? Why are you in such a hurry? What happened? True. I thought I'd be able to speak, but my throat had dried up too much for me to get the words out. Just have some water and calm down. Usually I'd ask for a Mountain View instead, but now wasn't the time. I took a gulp from the water the glass cruise had brought me and finally calmed down. So, what happened? Is it true? Calm down before you start speaking. I can't understand what you're talking about. You've been sending me all these messages lately, are they? Right? Are they true? Messages? That's right, you keep telling me this isn't Shibuya! I swallowed the rest of my sentence when I saw the look on her face. She was blinking at me in confusion with her head tilted to one side. It's clear she had no idea what I was talking about. Takuru? No, never mind. Huh? Let's say just hypothetically that this isn't the real Shibuya anymore. If that's the case, then that means the girl in front of me isn't the real Kurusu. It's just a delusional version of her. One that's only a part of this world of delusions. Which would mean that I'm probably wasting my time asking her anything. There's no point. Where's Uki? I decided to do something else. Did something happen with Uki-chan? Is she in her room?
No, she's not back yet, but I think she will be soon.
Uki shouldn't know that I'm here. There's no other place for her to go, as far as I know. So all I have to do is wait here for her.
What's wrong, Takaru? Tell me.
No, it's nothing.
It doesn't look like nothing. What happened with Uki-chan?
Crew's acting like she was really worried. It's fine, there's nothing you need to worry about. Just want to ask her something, that's all.
Is that really it?
Yes, so can I stay here and wait for her?
It's nothing weird, right?
Huh?
But you want to ask Uki-chan? She's going through a lot, so you need to be nicer.
I know that.
I hope so.
Cruz headed for the kitchen. She still looked worried. She was probably getting ready for dinner. For my part, I decided to just sit there and wait like I said I would. Come to think of it, what happened to Aozaki Yume? I thought I saw her at Cafe Lax, but then she quickly disappeared. Maybe she was just another hallucination. I took out my phone and looked at the call history. I tapped the screen to call her number. If she answered, there was a lot I wanted to ask her. If she didn't. As I listened to the phone ring, a strange sort of urgency started to swell up within me. There was no sign of her picking up. It rang 20 or 30 times without even going to an answering machine. Damn it! I was getting nowhere, so I decided to end the call and try again. I didn't know what her plan was, but I would make this a battle of wills. I'd keep calling again and again until she picked up. I'd call again and again and again. How many times had I called her by now? It was more times than I could count on both hands, I knew that much. But not once had she answered the phone. Maybe the monotonous sound of the ringing was getting me because I was starting to get sleepy. It's been a stressful day, both physically and mentally. My mind, body, and soul were all worn out, and exhaustion was building up. My eyelids started to feel heavy. It became harder and harder to stay awake. No. Don't fall asleep.
Takaru?
Kurusu had come back from the kitchen at some point and was standing next to me. Kurusu.
Aw, don't sleep here. You'll catch a cold.
No,
Right. Just come with me. I'll put out a futon for you.
No.
You'll get more rest sleeping in a futon for a little, instead of just sleeping here.
Kurusu grabbed me by the hand and stood me up.
You're so silly sometimes.
I didn't get the sense from Kurusu's voice that she was giving me an order. Her voice was filled with kindness and compassion. I was too tired and her voice was too soft for me to resist. I let her take me where she wanted to go. I was so sleepy I wasn't even sure what I was feeling.
Okay, this way.
Kurusu brought me into what looked like a girl's room. Everything was colored pink and made for the taste of a little girl. This is... yeah, that's right. This is Uki's room. The chefalera she got is on the side shelf in its little pot. This is definitely Uki's room. But why here?
I just hung the futon out to dry this morning, so it should be nice and comfy.
But still, it's not right to sleep in a girl's room when she isn't there. Wait, that's not the real question. I should be asking... then... what is... I don't know. I didn't have the mental capacity left to think about it. Or perhaps it was Hypnos, the god of sleep, tormenting me. Regardless, it didn't matter what it was. I just wanted to sleep. The desire to sleep was controlling my body and mind. As I fell into Uki's bed, I was surrounded by the gentle, mild scent of a young girl. It was a clean, sweet scent, like freshly washed sheets. The scent made me even more tired, and my eyelids slowly began to
A phone call? My phone was making noise in my pocket. Who'd be calling at this hour? I'm sleepy. Call me some other time. The phone didn't stop ringing, no matter how long I waited. Give it up. I'm trying to sleep here. And who are you anyway? They just wouldn't stop, and even though my mind was still hazy, it felt like I had no choice but to pick up the phone. The name on the display was Ozaki Yume? Oh, right. Maybe she saw my call and finally decided to call back. That's right. I have to find out who she is. I have to answer the phone. I tried to move my fingers to tap the call icon, but my body felt far heavier than it should have. I just need to move my finger a little. But it was like my body belonged to somebody else. I need to answer it quickly, or she might just hang up. It was like my body was paralyzed and it wouldn't move. It was like I was in a dream. A dream? But then, who was the one dreaming? Me? Or someone else? No, that doesn't matter. I need to pick up the phone. If I don't hurry, she'll hang up. Hurry. Hurry. I put all my strength into my fingertip and finally was able to answer the call. Hello? My voice was so exhausted that it was hard to believe those were my own words. Even as I talked, it felt like I was going to be dragged into the forest of sleep. Hello? I was too avid to even tell whose voice it was on the phone. Taku! Can you hear me, Taku? Are those calling me? Listen, Taku. At this rate, you're never going to wake up. You need to hurry and... Rosa? Please wake up, Taku. Why are they... Isn't Azuki Yume supposed to be on the phone? It's not working. His consciousness level is still dropping. At this rate, Miyachiro's going to die. No!
Keep calling out. Keep calling out to him. More than you're doing now.
I couldn't even tell who was saying what anymore. I was falling into the abyss of sleep. Listen, Takeru, what you're seeing isn't real. The real you was badly hurt, and you're in a hospital bed. Hey, Takeru, remember, you're not gonna be able to come back. Takeru! I could hear desperate cries. From very close and from far away. But it was amazing how little they seemed to matter to me in the moment. A gentle light enveloped me, and I fell asleep. Where am I? I'm supposed to be in Uki's room. Is this real? Or is this a dream? A dream? Whose dream? Mine? I screamed as something suddenly came to view. Tiny little boxes in the shape of a person. Dark red liquid flowing out of them. An overwhelming metallic stench. Inside the boxes was... Yui?
So, tell me, how it feels with someone you care about. How does it feel to have nothing but regret and know how powerless you are?
That's... right.
She was everything to me, and you let her die. Now my revenge can be complete.
Eito... You...
Now it's your turn, Mishiro, to bring that scalpel and aesthetic.
I was so angry about Yui's death.
If not, it's gonna hurt real bad. Just like it did for Yui-chan.
Ito.
What? Are you gonna cry and beg me not to kill you? Get on your knees and weep?
Really?
Oh, Takuru-san.
I gasped when I heard the voice behind me.
Good. I found you. Listen, Yui-chan's...
And then Uki saw the boxes near my feet and froze. Shocked, she looked at them and then at me, as if she was trying to say something. And then she saw Ito.
Yui-chan is...
Don't interrupt me. And this is the best part. Nishiro's miserable from the loss of his dear sister, and now he's going to die. You're not part of this. Just shut up and watch.
Huh?
Yo turned toward me. Uki looked at the box again, and then she finally seemed to understand the meaning of Ito's words. And then...
No.
She took half a step back. And screamed. She then glared at him in fury. What? Her D-sword appeared in her small hand.
What the hell? What's going in her?
Uki staggered forward, flailing his sword wildly. He had no idea how to handle his son attacker. Yuki, Ito is still... I got between them, and then... An impact. Pain. Heat.
Takuru-san?
That's right. She stabbed me with her D-sword. I finally remembered. That was what had happened. Was that reality? Then was I inside my delusion just now? I could hear voices.
Please wake up.
Come back to us, Takuru. I could hear Sarah and Kurusu on the phone.
Taku!
Takuru! Huh? What's going on? Was that a dream? Was I... Oh, that's right. This is Uki's room. I fell asleep in Uki's room. I was on the phone. I called Ozaki Yume, and then they called me.
Taku, can't you hear me?
That's right. Serika's voice is calling me. Huh? Suddenly something flew by me and knocked the phone out of my hands. It fell on the floor and its body split open by something sharp. My mind was still hazy as I forced myself to look up at the person holding the shining blade above me. Standing next to the bed, her face filled with desperation, was... Uki.
No. You can't learn anymore. This world is your reality, Takuru-san.
Her voice was as sad and desperate as the expression on her face. What are you talking about? Uki closed her eyes for just a moment.
A warm, loving family, kind friends, fun things, pleasant things, happy things, and nothing else, going on forever and ever. This is the real Shibuya. For you, this is real. What's wrong with that?
No. I struggled to get up, but my body wouldn't move.
What's so wrong with that?
It's... What's wrong with that? If the dream I had was right, I won't like what's waiting for me when I wake up. Compared to that, this is paradise. Just like Uiki said, here there be nothing but fun things, pleasant things, and happy things in my life. But is that truly living? This isn't... I finally managed to get the strength in my arms and stomach to sit up. This isn't real. I was trying to tell myself that. No matter how much I didn't want to admit it. No matter how much I didn't want to accept it. No matter how much I wanted to ignore it. If that was the truth. Even if I'd almost died after being stabbed by Uki's D-sword. As long as I was still alive.
Stop it, please stop. You don't have to suffer anymore.
Uki.
Why? This world can be anything you wish for. So why are you trying to destroy this happiness?
Because a dream's just a dream. At some point you have to wake up and face reality.
Some dreams are better not to wake up from.
Uki looked like she was about to cry.
I hurt you so badly that you might die. You may never be able to go back to your old life. Even if you do go back to reality now, all that's waiting for you is a life of pain, misery, and other horrible things. Is that really living? Is there any point in being alive like that?
The words she said grew in mass and density, creating ripples in my heart. They weighed down heavily upon me, and my mind creaked under the strain. At the same time, the heat and pain from when Uki had stabbed me came rushing back. The feeling of coughing up blood. The feeling of my life flowing out of me. And despair, shrouding my heart.
I can't. I couldn't bear that, that's why. That's why I made a new world for you. A world with the happiness you wished for. I know you'll be happier if you stay here. I'll be happier too.
Slowly, like a slow-acting poison, all my negative emotions came welling forth to hold me back. It was fine to put on a brave face and say that I had to wake up from my dream. But if Uki was right, even if I did go back to the old world, my body would be half dead already. And Yui, my little sister, she had been killed by the man I thought was my best friend. And now she was gone forever. Was there anything left for me in the real world? There's nothing but cruelty and coldness. But in this world, I wasn't hurt at all. Yui was here too. There was even a girl who loved me. Was there really any reason I had to go back? Uki's voice was shaking. Tears were running down her pale white cheeks.
It's my fault. This is all my fault.
Uki. Uki started to speak, her head downcast. She told me about herself.
When I was little, Mom and Dad would take me to a strange place. There were a lot of people there praying and meditating.
I imagine it was some kind of religious facility. Evidently her parents had been involved in some kind of cult.
They're very strict people. And they won't tell me why I had to go there. And I never thought it was strange I did. One day I was sitting in that basement, and then right afterward, there was a big earthquake. And they told me that Mom and Dad died. I didn't have any relatives besides them, so I had nowhere to go. So I stayed down in that basement taking care of the people there. To me, this is all normal. I never wondered why I had to do it.
I remember when I took her out of that basement. She'd been there since she was very little, and had been everything to her.
Whenever I helped them, they would always say thank you. And when I heard those words, I felt so happy and warm. I would tell myself that they needed me, and they were counting on me. And that made me feel very happy.
For young Uki, being needed was the only way she felt she had any value in the world. I could see that from how hard she worked at Abba Dorm. The desire to be needed was the only thing that kept her going.
It makes me happy when the people around me are happy. Instead of making myself happy, I'd rather make the people around me happy. I want someone to be happy. I want to make someone happy. I want them to smile and say thank you. That's why I was born. Then
We're on ice filled with tears again.
But then I hurt you. Because of me, I made you unhappy, Takuru-san. I can't make you happy in the real world anymore. In this world, I can make you happy. I can make you smile. I can make you say thank you. So please, stay in this world and help me make you happy.
You want to make me happy?
Yes.
The meaning of Uki's words slowly sank in. Here I could be happy. Here I could smile. Here I would never have to suffer again.
Takuru-san.
Yeah. Maybe it's okay to stay here. As soon as I started to think that, I began to feel incredibly tired again. Everything started to get hazy. I'm sure this is for the best. Nobody wants to suffer. And there's no difference between reality and delusion anyway. It's all just what your brain is showing you. So it's better to be happy.
Takuru-san.
If I just let myself sleep.
I'll watch over you. Watch over you and keep you happy.
When I wake up, I'll be happy. Everything started to fade away. A tiny hand rubbed my back. It was Uki's hand. Gentle and warm. It would keep me safe. So that's that. Yeah. She's right. If Uki will make me happy, that's fine with me. I slowly sank into the abyss of unconsciousness. Forever and ever.
You can't!
Huh? Suddenly I heard a voice that pulled me back from the abyss. A roar filled the air and a single ray of light flashed. It felt like the void itself was being sliced apart. I struggled to open my eyes and then forced my vision into focus. I saw two people there. One was Uki, who was on top of me, and the other... Why are there two of you?
Takuru-san!
Two Ukis? The other Uki was holding a huge, elegant blade, far too big for her little body, and using it to tear open a hole in space. What's going on here? From the Uki from the other side of the void swung her sword in a flash. The Uki on top of me leapt back and just barely dodged.
You.
My mind was having trouble comprehending the fact I was seeing two Ukis. The hell? What the hell's happening? What's going on? Is this part of the dream? Or is it real? I just don't understand. Why are there two Ukis? The other Uki lifted her blade and readied it. Uki raised her hand out into the emptiness and plunged it into a crack between dimensions. The particles formed in the dead spots of my brain. And with a dazzling light, the long flowing blade, her D-sword, appeared in her hand. What's going on? The two of them stared at each other for a moment. They both moved at almost exact same time. What in the world? The blade was brought down in a flash, like a hawk descending upon its prey. The other Uki raised her own weapon to block it. And then the other Uki launched her counterattack. The sword scorched the air as it danced faster than the wind. But a powerful strike was deflected by a strange movement where she held the blade diagonally. Wind, sound, impact. The two switched rapidly between attacker and defender. The two switched rapidly between one place and another. The two switched rapidly in my mind. I couldn't tell which was which anymore.
Tucker-san, don't let her trick you.
One of the Uki seemed to be losing, slightly. She yelled in a loud voice that didn't sound like Uki at all. Trick me? What do you mean?
But the meme that's in front of you, it just says all lie. So please don't let her trick you. Don't tell him that.
A lie. But she just told me that I can live happily in my dreams forever. That was all a lie?
Listen to me. Even if you do what she tells you, it won't make you happy.
I won't be happy?
That's right. You'll just melt away into this illusion. You'll never be able to come back. Don't say another word.
Pale fireworks flashed violently in front of me, and rainbow streaks of light burned into my eyes. I tried as hard as I could to think about what the other Uki, the one that had just appeared, was telling me.
Tucker-san, she's lying to you. You'll be happy in your dreams. No, she's lying to you.
Which is the real her? Who should I believe?
Tucker-san, remember what happened back then.
Back then?
Remember what happened that day. Don't say anything else.
What happened that day? It was... That day... What really happened?
Ask yourself, whose delusion is this? Really, think and find the answer.
I could sense a door that was half open in the back of my mind. The vision of the past I'd seen started to slowly open that door once more.
No, stop! Don't remember! Remember what really happened, and who this delusion really belongs to.
What really happened? On that day, I saw tiny little boxes in the shape of a person. Dark red liquid, flowing out of them. An overwhelming metallic stench. And inside those boxes was... Yui?
So, tell me, how'd it feel to lose someone you cared about? How's it feel to have nothing but regrets and to know how powerless you are?
I remember this part. The horrible events of that day.
She was everything to me and you let her die. Now my revenge can be complete.
Ito, you...
Now it's your turn, Mishiro. Did you bring that scalpel and anesthetic?
I was so angry about Yui's death.
If it's not, it's gonna hurt real bad. Just like it did for Yui-chan.
Ito...
What, are you gonna cry and beg me not to kill you? Get on your knees and weep?
You really...
Takuru-san.
Tanuki came.
Good, I found you. Listen, Yui-chan's...
Then she saw what happened to Yui.
Oh.
She took half a step back. And screamed.
What?
3D sword appeared in her small hand.
What the hell? What's gone into her?
Uki had staggered forward, flailing the sword wildly. Kyo was running and screaming for his life. Wait, Uki! Ito's still... I got between them. And then... I reached out my hand...
Stop it, Uki!
And in my hand was my D sword. That's right. I just acted on instinct and grabbed the sword in the corner of my eye. And then I... Are you saying... I... Oh no. I wasn't the one who was stabbed. It was... Uki. The horrible sensation of ripping through blood vessels and muscle fiber. Her body crumpling forward. The sound of her coughing up blood. The thud when she bounced off the pavement. Uki's body turning red. It all came back to me. As the truth of the past came back to me, the Yuki from this reality screamed and collapsed on the cold floor. She started to spasm and vomit up blood. Uki! Her limbs flailed out in impossible directions and froze. It was a slow death, but a certain one. My mouth went wide open in shock as I tried to understand what was happening to her. She reached out her hand into the air. Fingers curled like she wanted to grab something. And then her arm fell. And she stopped moving completely. Uki? Uki? I remembered, even though I wish I hadn't. What I'd just seen was the hidden truth. And because I'd remembered it, the Uki from this reality just died. All the exhaustion and desire for sleep that had been eating away at my body were gone. I suddenly felt something strange and looked down at my hands. In my right hand was a long, sharp sword. The shining blade was covered in sticky blood. I did it again.
You remember, didn't you?
The other Uki whispered softly. Her eyes were filled with sorrow. She stared at her own twisted body lying on the floor.
This wasn't the world you created. This was the world that Yamazo Uki created. A world of delusions inside me.
So it really was Uki's. Then, what about you? Where's the real you right now?
The real me sleeping in a bed next to you.
Next to me?
Yes. And this world's my final dream. Just before my life fades away.
Your dream?
Yes. I relived the dream world inside me. And trapped you here.
So this world is Uki's dream.
And this girl...
Uki's voice sounded a little more sad now.
She was who I would be if I got everything I ever wanted.
Uki knelt down and silently closed her other self's eyes. Then she slowly stood up and walked over to the desk and opened the drawer. She took out a tiny envelope. It was a pink envelope, like a little girl would choose.
Do you remember this?
It wasn't something from so long ago that I would forget it, and it left an incredible impression on me. So I remembered it very well. It was the envelope that Aozaki Yume had sent and her love letter in.
I'm sorry for lying to you.
Uki looked a little embarrassed.
You're the one who wrote that letter, and the one who appeared to you in that cafe in the form of your ideal girl was her. No, really it was... me.
Uki is Aozaki Yume. But why?
I think I always wanted this, even if I never realized it. So I thought that I could at least have it in my dreams.
I suppose this is a world that any girl might see once in her dreams. But for Uki, maybe that's what she always wanted. For a girl who grew up in that dark basement, who never even had the chance to go to middle school. Oh. So that's it. Aozaki Yume. Something clicked in my mind. Aozaki Yume. Rearrange the letters and it becomes... Yamazo Uki. Yep. The answer was there all along. Yeah, I knew that from the second I saw that name.
Thank you, Takeru-san.
Her eyes were still downcast as she spoke.
In my dreams, I was able to live the life I always wanted, even if it was just for a short time.
It felt like I knew what Uki was trying to say.
But now the dream is over.
Uki.
The real me is about to die.
But that's...
But before that happens, I want you to go back to the world where you belong. That woman, Kurosawa-san, she said that if I die, this copy of Shibuya will be swallowed up by the Dark Sea. So before that happens, you need to...
What about you? What will you do?
There's no time.
It's not an answer. What will you do? She tried to continue, but before she could get the words out, the strength left her body and she fell to the ground. What? I quickly ran over to her and grabbed her by the arm and tried to help her up. What are you doing?
Takeru-san.
You're coming too. You have to come with me. No matter how cruel the real world was. No matter how far away happiness seemed.
Takeru-san.
Come on, stand up. Stand up and come with me. I would take her with me.
Thank you, Takeru-san.
And Uki smiled a little.
But you can't.
She quietly brushed my hand away.
It was all I could do. Just to come here.
What are you saying? She pointed to the D-sword in my hand with a shaking finger.
Kunosawa said the D-sword was like a bridge connecting delusion and reality.
That doesn't...
So if you follow it, you'll end up back in the real world.
I can go back to the real world with you, right? So just come with me. Uki was sitting on the floor, reaching out a shaking hand. She was reaching for a broken pot. It had shattered during the fight, and the cheflera was lying on the ground, looking sad. Somehow it seemed just like Uki herself in this moment.
Takuru-san, thank you for this.
Don't worry about it. But before I could say another word, Uki
You may be happy.
collapsed to the floor. And then the world started to fall apart. The ground and sky started to roar and shake, and everything was pulled back into a pre-quantum state of possibility. Everything dissolved into ones and zeros and fell apart. The end of the world was inescapable, and it was almost upon me. Okay. I desperately tried to grab her tiny body. However, her outline started to blur. The matter that made up her body was dissolving, like sand being blown away by the wind. It then turned back into ones and zeros, and disappeared, like it had never been there to begin with. I stabbed the D-sword into the floor and clung to it to help myself stay standing. But the destruction quickly came for me as well, and reached me, feeling my body was being ripped apart. A wave of annihilation enveloped me, and all my senses blacked out. Everywhere I looked, there was nothing. 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 The void. Or perhaps, was this the dark sea, where all things would someday return? I was wandering through an endless void. Particles of light were flowing upward all around me. Even in this form, I could tell exactly what they were. This was Uki. No, that wasn't quite right. It was the memories that made her up. The memories poured into my brain like a rushing torrent. A young Uki. Her parents had brought her to a strange building, and she was sitting there, confused, as the adults around her bowed their heads low to the floor. A gloomy room filled with cement and metal. Dozens of horrible devices. Experiments. But even then she was smiling when she was with her friends, young Yui, and others too. Then the earthquake and the destruction. A sealed room. Screaming adults. Fear of reality and longing. Two colliding desires. We want you to stay pure, innocent, and untainted. We want you to take care of us forever. She subconsciously rebooted that desire. And that's what had happened to her body. Still, she accepted everything, even her own fate. The world turned pure white and began to be rebuilt again. I clutched a D-sword tightly with my fingers, just like Uki had told me to. Come on, crew!
Nacho, I just heard him.
What? These voices. Takaru! They were calling out for me over and over. What? Takaru! You guys are so loud. Dad, Takaru's opened his eyes.
He did. I'll be right there.
The world began to regain its color. Takaru,
Do you know me? Do you know who I am?
Of course I do. Kurusu.
Taku, what about me? What about me?
Who are you again? Just kidding. Annoy.
Taku.
Oh, that hurts. Come on, what kind of idiot jumps on someone right after they got out of a coma? Dad ran through the curtains, separating the beds, and pulled Serica off me, then peered down at my face. You're fully conscious, I see. As he started to give me an exam, I looked down at my hand. It was still in the shape it had been when it was holding my D-sword.
I'm so glad she woke up. Me too. Do you know how worried we were?
You just kept calling your name so that we wouldn't lose you. Right. Thanks. I heard your voices.
Don't worry about it. Aiming for you, Taku. That's right. I don't want to lose any more of my family.
Chris's voice suddenly cut off. Any more? Is she talking about Yui? And one more person. Where's Uki? I sat up and asked. She'd said she was sleeping next to me. Takeru, listen to me. Uki-chan is... A cold sweat appeared on my body when I heard those words. It can't be. Maybe she's already... I slowly looked around. And there she was. Uki. I could see her resting quietly on the other side of the curtain that separated our beds. Her eyes were shut and there were tubes attached all over her body. I could hear a monitoring device near her, beeping at regular intervals. She's alive. Then why did Kurusu and Serica act that way? What does that mean?
Takeru, listen to me. Nan-chan, you don't have to tell him now.
No, it's okay, Onoe. I kept my eyes on Uki as I spoke. Kurusu, tell me. Is Uki... I've been ready for it. When I saw it for real, I didn't want to believe it. Even so, I knew I still had to face the reality of the situation anyway. This wasn't the dream world anymore. And she was the one who told me to come back.
Uki-chan survived. But Kunosawa-san said her brain was badly damaged.
Tell me straight, Kurusu. Is Uki going to get better?
I'm sorry, but at this rate...
She slowly shook her head. My heart instantly felt like it was going to freeze. I'm sorry, but at this rate... I tried to process the meaning of her words. And the horrible truth finally hit me like a truck. Uki would never wake up again. She would never talk again. She would never smile again. Never. I forced my aching body out of the bed.
Taku!
I'm fine. Serica and Kurusu rushed to support me. But I waved them away. Like a sleepwalker, I staggered over to Uki's unconscious body. Her breathing was irregular, but steady. The machine was beeping. I couldn't see a single scratch on her face. She looked like she could open her big round eyes and laugh any second. But... suddenly I was assaulted by a wave of emotion. I softly touched her cheek. Her silent body was so warm and I... all I did was cry. For the girl who said that other people's happiness was what made her happy. For the girl who risked her life to save me.
Thank you, Takeru-san. In my dreams, I was able to live the life I always wanted. Even if it was just for a short time.
For the girl who smiled when she said those words. Was there anything I could have done for her? Could I have given her happiness?
Thank you for this.
I...
It made me happy.
And so many days passed. Many springs, many summers, and many autumns came and went. Alright, I'll be off.
Bye. Take care.
The weather's nice again today. Let's go, Uki. There's a lot of people over there, so we'll go this way. Or would you rather we went over there? Got it. We'll go over there. Oh, shortly after, Uki's body had recovered to the point where we could take her off life support. But it was only her body that had recovered. She didn't talk or laugh anymore. She just stared into space like a doll. Her mind had gone someplace far away, and still hadn't come back. Kunosawa-san said it probably never would. And she was probably right. My one wish was that wherever she was, she'd found the world she'd always wished for. All I could do was pray for that, and spend each day with her. It was the one thing I could do to atone for her.
Oh, Taku!
I turned around just in time to see Serika run up to us. Hey.
Going for another walk?
Yeah.
I see. The weather is nice.
Serika smiled at Uki and then looked up at the bright blue sky. Sorry I haven't been able to hang out much lately.
Huh? I don't mind, as long as you're okay with how things are.
Serika looked at me.
You're okay with how things are, right?
Of course, the best thing would be for Uki to get better, but that was too much to hope for now. So I would do what I could for her. Yeah, I guess. This was the path I'd chosen.
Okay, that's good enough for me then.
Serika smiled, satisfied at my answer.
Alright, I'll be going. See you later, Uki-chan. Ciao!
She said a word she'd probably picked up from someone else and left. I watched her go, and then we started to walk again. We took each step slowly and carefully. Oh, right, so Yuto. And then Dad. No matter what I said, there was never an answer. But I kept talking, and waiting for the day when she would finally come back. Oh. I stopped in front of a small store. I spotted a planter, and I'd seen a certain plant lined up in front of the others at the florist. A Schefflera. It was the plant I'd given to Uki as a present for her room.
It made me happy.
I thought I heard her voice and quickly turned to look at her. But I just imagined it. Yeah, that's not. And then... Uki? Her eyes like glass beads quivered for a moment. And a single tear ran down her cheek. Uki? She didn't speak. Her expression didn't change. But she was still in there. And someday... Hey, Uki. The world was constantly growing, expanding and evolving. Even if it left the two of us behind, I'd spend my days with her. And believe that someday she would come back to us. Until then, I'll spend my life taking care of you. So that someday you can be happy. I didn't know if that day would ever come. But until then, I would keep believing. Always. Before we get into it...
Hey, Taku.
タク
Did it come true?
叶えられた
Did you get what you wanted?
やりたいこと
Dream Sky. And... Well, that was depressing. I don't even know what to say. So you know what? I'm not gonna say anything.
The agony will not cease until morale improves, but morale is impossible to improve.
Okay. Ugh. I feel like I was in a trance again. Well, join me next time for more pain if you want. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoy. Hope to see you. Peace.